I wasn't expecting there to be any big updates on the Sierra HDs, but there's a pretty big one, and we're going to talk about it. I borrowed this truck from Jerry Seiner, Buick GMC here in South Jordan, Utah. Be sure to ask for Frank. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see some of the pricing and specs on this build. At the very top is the description, and the paint is going to be that beautiful white frost tri-coat, Alpine Umber interior, and be sure to pause it for the standard equipment here. Base price comes in now at $96,200, and this only has a couple of options. So it has that white frost tri-coat for $1,095, and then a gooseneck and fifth wheel package for $545. Destination comes in at $1,995 with a total price of $99,835. And shockingly, for 2025, they lowered the price by an entire $100. So hey, they're going in the right direction. Now, with that being said, the Denali Ultimate is the top trim, and it gives you pretty much everything standard, which you're going to see in this video. So the paint and the fifth wheel prep package, those are an option. Apart from that, pretty much everything else comes standard. Now, do you guys see the big change on the front end of this truck? I'll get a little closer. I'm sure you guys can see it. They did get rid of that Vader Chrome surround for the grille, and now just the center part of it is Vader Chrome. Also, they have it on the GMC badge, Vader Chrome, but all the trimming down below and down here, all finished now in just black. Now that's a good and bad thing for some people, because you know, for me personally, I don't really care for the Vader Chrome as much as I did in the past, because now that I see it with just in the center, now that you have these black trim pieces, you can change off all the other trim pieces for that black that you get on the HE4, and it will go well with this truck. So having it just in the center grille is actually a nice accent, but there's still chrome on the truck right here. Also on the hood scoop, they have some chrome as well. You still get the same headlights, full LED, dual projector beam, and also projector LED down below here. You guys see the balance is still there. And active grille shutters, front camera with the sprayer right here. I think that the new grille looks better. I know some people are going to prefer it to be all Vader Chrome, but I like the black accent because it gives you room for some changes if you do decide to buy this truck. Now, a lot of people don't order the 22-inch wheels. Now, obviously, this is an HD truck. I think 20s are as big as I would ever go on an HD, but there is an option for a 22, and you can get a BFGoodrich tire. I never see a GMC truck with that option, but it's available. Now, independent front suspension, fabric material, Rancho shocks, all this stuff comes standard. Now, these are the Goodyear Wrangler Trail Runner tires. They're still good tires, so I understand why some people don't see the need to upgrade them. And they're going to have 3,750 pounds of capacity per tire at 80 psi. They are a load range E. And in the comment section, who can tell me what this stands for? This is the badge that was carried over from 2024. There's still some Vader Chrome here, and it says Ultimate Allison Transmission Duramax. Bright chrome on your mirrors still and around the windows, also on the door handles. And your power deployable running boards are still there, standard. A little bit of chrome there with the perimeter lighting. And if you take a step back, this is probably one of my favorite paints. It looks so good. You probably can't tell how the sun is hitting it right there, but it's really a pretty color. And I would pay the extra money for it. GM's still rocking the largest bed in the segment. Also, no changes unfortunately for the fuel tank. Still 36 gallons, 7-gallon DEF. And that's kind of a letdown. I was hoping that maybe they would have manned up and put at least a 50-gallon tank option, and they could have been class leading if they did it on the standard beds. Now this is a 6-foot 10-inch bed, which is class leading, and no change on this rear suspension. So you still have those 5 leaves. That bottom one's going to be a helper spring right there, and then you have those 2 overloads as well. Fabric material in the wheel well, more your lights on the side. You have your steps, full LED tail lights, and this does have the multi-pro tailgate, parking sensors, class 5 hitch, and you guys see here, you have your camera inputs. All this stuff comes standard, and the 7-pin. Now they still give you a steely for your spare tire. You see those Ranchos, 342 rear end. So nothing mechanically is going to change on this truck. And then more of that Vader chrome on that GMC badge. And with the Ultimate, they do provide the kicker sound system. You can get some lights here added in. And then your 4 and 7 pin for your trailer. Bed lights, handle for getting into the bed a little bit easier. And there's 2 cameras above, one for the rearview mirror and one for bed view. And then only 400 watts of power in the bed. But yeah, definitely one of the best looking trucks on the market. Let's talk about this powertrain next. If you are looking at a Denali Ultimate, you can only get the Duramax. So when you think about the price point of this truck compared to a Denali down, those trucks come standard with the gas engine. So technically this truck is not that much more money in comparison, especially if you're planning on getting a diesel. Now back in 2024 they refreshed this truck. It had, before the refresh, 445 horsepower and 910 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers went to 470 horsepower and 975 pound-feet of torque. They did do some upgrades to the combustion and the turbocharger. Also, one thing I love about this engine is it does use a Denso fuel pump, which is reliable. I haven't heard of any failures on these trucks. I asked a couple of the techs in the shop and they have not seen any come through. And there's your 10-speed Allison transmission. If I don't say stamp approved, all the haters come out of the woodwork and say it's a stamped approved Allison. And then down back here, I said that was a 342 rear end. It also has an automatic locker as well. So here's where the interior went backwards. You ready for this? Here it is. Down below on the 2024s, you got a leather wrap inside this area. Now, some of you guys are like, that's not that big of a deal, that's stupid. But remember, you're getting $100 off compared to last year, so that savings got to go somewhere. So if there are some 2024s out there, if that's a big deal to you, I would just go ahead and jump on the 2024 because they have a lot of them at the Jerry Seiner location here. Be sure to ask your Frank. But nothing else really changes that I can see. I looked around the interior really quickly, and you still have your massagers. You still have this beautiful umber interior. Like, this is absolutely amazing. Suede on the roof is still there. Sunroof comes standard on the Ultimate. Yeah, it's really a nice truck. I love the speaker grille design that they give you. And you have auto up and down for the front, auto down for the rear. Great stitching, great piping, like an off-white color, and nice graphics in that leather too. Now with the Ultimate, you do get the 12 speaker Bose, so it goes up from, I believe, 9 speaker to 12. And yeah, this one has the massage, as I said too. So in the Denali, you don't get the premium sound system and you don't get the massagers. So that's the advantage of buying this truck for not much more money when you get that diesel, as I said. All in all, this interior works. The cab is big. It has great screens. This is a 13.4. 12.3. Now, I was hoping, I did a video what I was hoping to see for 2025. They didn't do anything I asked because obviously they don't watch my videos. Come on guys, you gotta watch JB reviews and subscribe to the channel. I was hoping they were gonna give us a gauge summary, which would show you like things like your transmission, your engine oil temperature, your coolant temp, all in one spot, only because those things are just really important when you're towing, even important going off-road as well. So they don't have that for 2025. However, that GMC Canyon has those features. Unfortunately, they didn't do it for this one. I don't know why. Leather wraps here, and also in the back they do the same thing. They also put suede on the A and B pillars too, and leather wrap on that dash. LED interior lights. You have your home link. And here is your vanity. It's gonna be the same on both sides. And as I said, this screen, this is class leading as of right now. But for 2025, once Ram releases what they have, they might have a 14.5-inch screen coming. So they might beat out GMC next year. But for now, they're king. You have the split screen, which I like. If you have the tire pressure monitoring system, which comes standard on this truck, you actually can see your tire pressure for your trailer on this split screen, which I like. This is all customizable, and you can take things out of this menu as well. You have the engine stop-start button here, dual climate control, and heated and ventilated seats, more of your controls for your exhaust, brake, lane keep assist. It's just an alert, so it's not going to steer you. You have your parking sensors. You can drop the tailgate from inside the truck, caution light, traction control, and downhill assist. 2 USBs. You have a Type A and a Type C. And on a 1500, your gear selector would actually be here, but with the HDs, it's a column. So you just have a place for storage, I guess. This comes standard now for 2025. Also, wireless charger, 2 more USBs, 120 volt plug, and then removable tray. And they do illuminate this area. Apart from that, I mean, it's really hard now to do reviews because these trucks are just not changing that much. I mean, at the end of the day, this is essentially the exact same video I did last year. Nice leather wrap on the side, and they do wrap all this in leather. And I like this attention to detail. It shows you the coordinates here. And they do have a soft fabric material inside of here. And if you do plan on using this for a bed camper, 2,918 pounds is the capacity. That's not the payload. I'll show that to you guys in a second. A little bit of storage on the side. And then here's that door for the passenger side. Out back, they did not add the leather in 2024 in the rear, but in the fronts they did. This is the extra speakers that you get here. And the seats are a slightly different design compared to the Denali and AT4. Probably because of the extra mechanisms for the massagers. Check out that perforated leather. Seat pockets. And you can tilt these down for more visibility. Outboard heated seats, 2 USBs. And they do give you the nicer carpet. Now if you're ordering a truck, do not order all-weather floor mats, because sometimes those will delete these floor mats, and it's just better to get those all-weather ones at the dealership. And last look at that roof. Let's go ahead and take a look at the payload and all the towing numbers. Gross axle rating up front is going to be 5,600 pounds, and the rear is going to be 7,250 pounds, which is class leading. 12,100 pound gross vehicle weight rating. Wheels are 20 by 8.5 wide. And all-in payload is 3,668 pounds, and this truck has a curb weight of 8,432 pounds. So this truck is pretty heavy, which is a good thing for towing. 20,000 pound conventional, 21.6 for Gooseneck. All in all, I think that for the price point of this truck, it's still a good buy. Despite some of the changes that they made, they're very minimal, and I think most people won't even notice them. But I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Make sure your bell notifications are on. See you guys soon.